Hi loves, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So for today's video, I'm going to be taking on the Google Picks My Makeup Challenge. I believe that this was started by the OG Nikki Tutorials. And basically all you have to do is type in the first and last initial, the first initial of your first and last name into Google image search followed by the word look. So for me, that would be TS look, and then the first image that pops up is going to inspire the makeup look for today. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's see what we can do. This is the look that we have. This is Todrick Hall, I believe, in the Taylor Swift video, because I guess we share the same initials. And he has a shirt that says, I love Taylor Swift. The heart is red. The letters look like they're gold. He's got chocolatey brown skin. There's like some gold and beigey hues in the background. So that's what's going to inspire our look. I'm not entirely sure where this look is going to go because obviously I haven't practiced. So yeah, I'm actually traveling right now, so I don't have a ton of makeup, but we are going to try to make this look work with what we have here. I'm going to start with the eye, so I'm going to bring you guys in closer. So let's get started. So as always, the first thing I'm going to do is go in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Toffee. I'm going to use this to prime my eyes, and then I'm going to set it with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. And you just want to make sure that you're taking that concealer all the way up to underneath your brow so that it kind of blends in seamlessly with the concealer that you use to clean up your brows. Alright, so you guys know that I love the Saharan 2 palette, especially the bottom row right here. This gives me life for transition shades. So this is what we're going to be using to kick things off. This is brown and this is sort of a deep red, so I think that it would work for our red color. So I'm first going to go in with the Taza color on a Morphe E27 brush, and I'm going to blend this all through my crease and my transition area. I'm going to take it a little bit high up towards my brow bone. I'm just going to flick it out a little bit once most of the color has been deposited. Then I'm going to pick up the Fez color on a Morphe E17 brush, and I'm also going to blend this through my crease, but I'm going to place it a little bit lower than the initial color. And that's just making it a little bit deeper. And once most of the color has been deposited in our crease, just flick it out gently. We're going to go back to our Morphe E27 brush and just sort of diffuse that color a little bit and blend it into the initial transition shade. Now I'm going to pick up the Zora color on a Morphe E36 brush, and I'm going to place this in my crease. As always, I like to place my crease line a little bit higher than my natural crease line so that it's still visible even when I'm looking straight ahead. You guys probably know what I'm going to say next, but this is a great step if you have hooded eyes, slightly hooded eyes, or you just don't have a lot of lid space, because it is going to give the illusion that you actually have a lot more. And there goes the red. So we've used the brown, we've used the red. Don't worry, we are going to pick a more popping red later on, because I do love, like, you see how he has that red heart in the center of the shirt? I really want to sort of play towards that. And then I'm going to grab a clean brush, a Morphe M412 brush, and just blend out that red a little bit more. I'm acting like I know where this look is going, and maybe I have an idea, but I feel like I'm mostly winging it. So now I'm going into my Jaclyn Hill palette. This is her Morphe collaboration, and I'm going to be picking up, where it's at, a combination of these two colors at the bottom, the black and the brown together, and we're going to use that to further deepen the crease. So I'm going in with Soda Pop and Abyss on a Morphe E37 brush. This is like my super small detail brush that I always use, but this one is from Morphe, and I'm going to outline my crease. I'm buffing it out just a little bit with this brush, but I am going to go in with a different brush to diffuse it a little bit more. I mean, I feel like I got pretty lucky with my picture, because these are all colors that I love to use. I love red glitter. I love gold glitter. I love browns and warm tones and, you know, neutrals and nudes like that. So I win. I'm going to go in with a Morphe E36 brush that we used earlier and just buff out that black line a little bit more. And then you can do little swirls to really get it nicely blended. I'm probably still going to add a little bit more black, but for now this is good. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the lid. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease using a flat brush and that same LA Girl Pro Conceal. So I've let the concealer dry down just a little bit, and now I'm going to go in with the Queen color from the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palette. That's that gold color, and I'm going to use a flat brush and place that in my inner eye corner. I'm going to stop about halfway on the lid. And now I'm going to go in with the Sokoto color from the Saharan palette on another flat brush, and I'm going to place that in the center of my lid. This is the reddest color that I have in my palettes right now. Really get it on there. So it's super vibrant. And then we're going to start bringing it in towards the gold color. And then we're also going to take it out, but really focus it along the tops of that cut crease, like right here. All right, then we're going to go back in with that Queen color from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And we're just going to start ombreing these two colors into one another. So you're just going to go back and forth with the red and the gold. All right, so things are looking a little bit crazy, but we're gonna fix it. So now I'm gonna go in with another flat brush and the Zora color, and I'm gonna place that on the outer third of my eye. And we're gonna sort of keep it in a V shape and just blend it into the red color. I'm now going to go back in with that Abyss color from the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palette, and I'm going to deepen the base of my crease even more. I want that black to really come through, and I'm going to take that on a Morphe E37 brush. Take your time here because you don't want to mess up your crease. And focusing most of the black on the outer third of the eye. And just using that same brush, I'm going to blend it. I'm going to do little swirls. I'm going to do windshield wiper motions. Anything to just really make sure that it's nice and blended. And then using that same brush, I'm going to pick up some of the Zora color and blend out the edges of that black shadow. And then I'm going to go in with a Morphe E36 brush and the Taza color, and I'm just going to diffuse the tops of those shadows we just laid down. So I really wish I had some red glitter. I would totally pop that in the center of my lid, but I do still think it looks really nice. So now I'm just going to go in with some black liquid liner and give myself a wing. Alright guys, so moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to grab the Zora color on a Morphe M408 brush, and I'm going to stamp that all on my lower lash line. I'm going to drag that line downward so that it creates a new inner eye corner. And then with the Morphe 169 brush, I'm going to grab the Soda Pop color from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to place that below that Zora color and just repeat the same steps, smoking it out and blending it together. I'm then going to pick up that Queen color and place that in my new inner eye corner. And then with the Morphe M506 brush, I'm going to add a little bit of that Sokoto color on my lower lash line and just further smoke and blend everything together. For mascara, I'm going to apply the e.l.f. mascara to my top and bottom lashes. For lashes, I'm going to go in with the Cocoa Lashes in the Queen Bee style. So the eyes are pretty much done. I feel like I used every color so far from the picture. I've used brown, I've used red, I've used gold, I've used black. I wish I had red glitter. I really wish I had red glitter, but I don't. But I still like the way that this look turned out. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the rest of my face. I am going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation, but I'm gonna be trying out the color 430. A few of you guys felt like the 450 was too red, and it is red, even though I can make it work and I do like the finished product. I'm like, well, let me try a different color, something that maybe had a more golden yellow undertone. So I was in Sephora the other day and I got a sample of 430 that actually matched my chest, my neck, and my face, and that's the color that came out with their little foundation intelligence thingy. I don't remember what it was called. And I'm just gonna blend this out with my e.l.f. foundation brush. See, it just seems so light, but you know, maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll work, who knows? I mean, if it's too light, I'll just go in with my 450 color. It just right off the bat doesn't seem as red as the other one, so we'll see. Oh, word? Okay. Okay, am I tripping or is this low-key a match? Let me finish blending this out so we can really take it in. 430 might be my shade. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm looking at my chest. You guys know my chest is a lot lighter, and I try to find a balance between the two. Not necessarily a perfect match to my chest, just not significantly different. And I don't know. 430 might be the move, but I already have 470. I have 450. I don't want to have to buy a 430, so I might have to keep using. I have about half the bottle of 450 still left, and I have a full bottle of 470. This is kind of looking like a match. I'm really surprised. I really thought it was going to be too light for me. I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think I should stick to the 450 or should I stick to 430? So let me tell you guys a little story. So this guy comes over to help me, and he was very helpful, but he was a little shady boots, because I was like, oh, I wanted to try 440, but it's not in stock, but I guess I can try 430. He was like, oh no, 430 is going to be too light for you, just like that. And I was like, well, let me try it anyway. So he gets the little like machine that they have that like checks your skin, I guess, to see what your color is. So he like checks my chest, my neck, and my face, and then he comes back and he's a little like sheepish, and he was like, well, it says you're 430. And I was like, it says I'm 430. Rub me my foundation. So anyway, he got me a sample of 430 and 420, but 430 is such a good match. I don't see myself needing to use 420. I do feel like in the YouTube community, especially as it applies to women of color, Black women specifically, you can get away with a too dark foundation, but if your foundation is too light, you are gonna get roasted. You were gonna get all the comments talking about you don't love yourself and this and that. So I feel like I would much rather like overestimate the melanin than underestimate it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight and conceal using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Toffee. And I think I'm just gonna blend that out with my foundation brush because I don't feel like getting up to wet my beauty blend. For contour, I'm going to go in with the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum in the color Hot Cocoa, and I'm just going to place this along the hollows of my cheekbones and around the perimeter of my face. And I'm just going to blend this out with a Real Techniques contour brush. I'm now going to set my face with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm just going to use this e.l.f. pointed powder brush. To set the contoured areas of my face, I'm going to go on with my City Color Bold Brow Powder. So I'm going to take that on that same Real Techniques brush. I'm then going to go in with my Black Radiant Self Focus Finishing Powder in Milk Chocolate. And I'm going to take that on another e.l.f. powder brush. And I'm just going to buff my whole face just to marry everything together and make it a little bit more seamless. To bring some warmth back into my face, I'm going to go in with my CoverGirl Queen Ebony Bronzer, and I'm just going to take that on a fluffy brush. I'm going to place this along my cheeks and around the perimeter of my face. For blush, I'm going to go in with Peace by Iman, and I'm going to take that on an e.l.f. complexion brush. I'm going to highlight my brow bone using that same Queen color from the Jaclyn Hill palette on a Morphe E19 brush. And I'm just going to pop that right in there. I'm first going to line my lips with this brown lip liner from Italia Deluxe. And then I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty lip gloss in the color Fenty Glow. Just going to highlight down the bridge of my nose using that same Queen color. And I'm going to place a little bit of the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow in my inner eye corner, just a touch. All right, my loves, this is the finished look. I was able to complete the Google Picks My Makeup challenge. Let me know in the comments below what other challenge you would like to see me take on. If you like this video, you know the deal. Give it a thumbs up, smash that like button, and remember to subscribe if you were not subscribed already. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a marvelous day.
Keep my hands on myself. Think I'll dust them off, put them back up on the shelf. Case my little baby girl is in need. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks. I've been feeling it since 1966. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks. Let me kick it like it's 1986.